Gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to the car. Oh my goodness. You notice that fat burger back there? You probably have a good clue where I am tonight, hanging out in Red Deer. If you know the Highway 11 exit north of Red Deer, way better some days than Gasoline Alley. I will tell you that much. If you know, you know, my friends. If you know, you know. Anyway, yeah, I found myself in Red Deer today. Let me tell you. Pretty dang good day. I've been up since 5:30, so guys, a little bit tired. Pardon me if I go off the rails a little bit in this video because it's been a long day already and it's only about to get longer, that's for sure. So, no, it's one of those things here where I think what I am kind of building on in this video is building off of the video from the recap from Rogers Place when I went up and met up with Patrick, went to the Oilers home opener, hung out, and really got things going on opening night in a very positive manner, obviously, for the Oilers too. 5 unanswered goals, don't mind me. Um, I think what I'm building on is something that I'm really noticing now, having taken that step back in 2021, removing myself from YouTube for as long as I did, and really now starting to see the payoff for that, and that is where you see the bit of a bit on gratitude is simply put, you gotta have be grateful for everything you have in life, no matter what you have every day. And if you kind of watched the community tab, or if you look at the community tab at all, I don't know who does, who doesn't. Um, in there, I normally post a lot of off the wall stuff as opposed to just talking about the Oilers every day. And today I had a little bit of post of today's a good day to be a good person, right? That was kind of the theme, and that's what I walked into today with. And I'm not looking for praise by any means of that or anything. What I'm just simply doing with those is in my day-to-day life over the past year and a bit, I've really tried to hone in on who I am, who I want to be, and what I want to kind of be known for to other people, right? And if you watched me prior to stepping away in 2021, I could be really hardline, in your face, kind of really nothing like who I am in real life. I was more or less acting in a lot of my videos, and that was what drove me to the point of exhaustion. Was every time I got on camera, I was acting every time, and I was feeding into negativity, and I was really just going out there and not being true to who I am and putting the best version of myself out there in the world. Because here's the thing about YouTube, and any kids watching back home, take this one to heart. You have no clue who's watching you. If you get 12 views in a day, you have no clue unless you clicked on all 12 of those views yourself to tell who out there in the world watched that video you put on YouTube. And again today, right, I'm in Red Deer working. I'm working in Red Deer, and a gentleman walks in to obviously do business at the place of business I'm working, and comes in and recognizes me from here on Dolly TV. And it was one of those moments. I made mention of it in the Rogers video, or Rogers recap video, is still blows me away when that happens. I don't think I will ever figure out how to fully handle that, if that's what you want to use to say that. But yeah, I was really just, I was grateful that somebody would take their time to say that to me in person, shake my hand, say it's nice to meet me, and allow me the opportunity to thank them for supporting me in this crazy YouTube journey, and thank them for allowing me to keep my broadcasting career alive, right? Anyone who watches me knows that, yes, I went to NAIT. I did radio and television at NAIT in 2016. I'm a broadcaster by trade, is what I always tell guys on the counter at work. But here I am slinging tin for a living, right? And you know what? I get to, after work every day, on the weekends, whenever I want, come home and stand in front of a camera and talk to you guys every day. And that's something that, right, before maybe and very likely I was not very grateful for. And now, after stepping away for that year and a half or whatever it might have been, and really coming back with just being humbled by life, having gone out and try and find myself in this crazy beautiful world, is I'm very grateful. right? I'm very grateful for the opportunity you guys give me every day, but at the same rate too, I'm very grateful for having discovered, okay, this is who I want to be, this is who I want to put out in the world. And that goes back to the today is a good day to be a good person thing that I put up on the community tab today. Is end of the day, it's never a bad day to be a good person. Let me tell you that much. And that's end of the day right there. I put that out in the world, and that was more or less just a message to myself. You know what? Go in humble and kind, be who you are, right? I'm working at Red Deer. I work in Airdrie. This is the first time thing here in Red Deer, and a bunch of people that deal with the same people every day. Suddenly, some new guys answering the phone, some new guys slinging your tin for you, and that's a scary thing for people. But I think I handled it as best I could, and I had to remind myself going in, hey, you know what? Be a good person today. Go out there, humble and kind, do your thing, and away you go. And, of course, part of that may indeed, let's get to the back half of this video now, have something to do with having not watched the Oilers game last night. So I made bones about this at work. Red Deer, baby, you are beautiful. Why? Everybody that walked in to the store in Red Deer today wearing an Oilers hat. None of those goofs down there wearing Flames hats, huh? That's the only complaint I have about working in Airdrie, I guess you could say, is having to deal with the guys wearing Flames hats. They're good guys. They're still wearing Flames hats. However, right, just one of those things. Didn't watch the game. I have no standing opinion. I can tell you this or you can tell me that. I have no standing opinion in any argument about last night's Oilers game. Unfortunately, I did not watch a single thing. Sent a lot of text messages about it because it doesn't matter what I'm doing. My friends out there are watching the hockey game and they're letting me know what's going on because they're just as excited as I am when something good or bad happens, right? So that was the fun part. Obviously got to enjoy the first two periods, and then something told me, right? I had my laptop with me. I have my laptop with me still. Something told me, don't watch the third, go to bed. I wanted to be up by 5:30 this morning. That's more or less what was telling me to go to bed. But I looked, it was the second intermission when I last checked the scoring, and I said, good night, family. I am going to bed. And I went to bed. And that was the right call. Watching the game would not have been the right call. So that's really the only opinion I can have on the hockey game last night, folks. We look to rebound tomorrow afternoon against Dallas. Another game, if I have it my way, I'm going to be spending not watching. Quite honestly, I've got a day planned here in Red Deer before I head home on Sunday. And then we can talk all about this end of the week mess that potentially could be a thing, or it could just be one loss and a win on Saturday. Sleepy matinee win, ooh, against Dallas, don't mind me. Though the last time I went to a sleepy matinee game in November against Dallas, we choked it in overtime 5-4, so don't get me started there. That's a sucky day because then it freezing rained and I had to drive to Cold Lake to call the third period of the Ice and kill 'em Wheat Kings in a game that really wasn't going the Ice's way, and I was messed right up from that drive. Anyway, folks, you have yourself a great rest of the evening. I can talk to a lot of things, but I can't talk to last night's hockey game, so there's no point in wasting the rest of your evening on a 5:55 on a Friday night. Go out, enjoy. If you're going to be dumb, be responsible. Have yourself a great Friday night, maybe the rest of the weekend. We'll talk to you soon. I'm Tyson, installing the TV, up on, out of here.